Well, this is what happened. So that woman, she was here at Mid-City. We're at the 4700 block of Canal. She was pumping her gas, and then when she was done, like we all do, she put her gas pump back, and then a man came up to her and started talking to her, asking for money. At that point, another man went into the front seat of her car while he jumped into the passenger seat and they drove off together in her car. So there's a couple of different things you can do. First of all, make sure that when you're pumping gas, you pull those keys out of the ignition, close the door, and then make sure you lock the car. So that's what the police are telling us to do. Make sure you take out the keys, lock the doors, and then also make sure you hide all of your valuables. So if you have a purse in the front seat, put that in the back seat so that it's not so obvious. Now, police are still looking for this car. Here's what they're looking for. They are looking for a 2016 blue BMW. That is the car that was stolen. That license plate, it's a Louisiana license plate, number 319AGT. So if you have seen this car around or if you know anything about it, make sure you call the police, 504-658-6030. That will get you to the detective in charge, and hopefully they can find that car. Good morning, Eric. Yeah, we are here in Myrtle Grove right now, and I can tell you the water is rising very, very fast. So take a look behind me. You can see people are trying to sandbag a little bit, but with the amount of water that we're seeing here in Myrtle Grove, those sandbags are not really going to help out a whole lot because there's just so much water. To give you a little bit of context, we were on this road about 10-15 minutes ago. We set up for a live shot, and then all of the water came up. So we actually had to move for a live shot and then come back to this spot because that whole road back there, it was dry just about 10-15 minutes ago. So this water is rising very, very quickly. We're at high tide, and also all of the wind is blowing so much of the water from the Gulf on shore. And that's the problem that we're seeing here at Plaquemines Parish, not just here in Myrtle Grove, but also down south to where we were a little bit earlier ago. We were at the Venice Marina in South Plaquemines Parish, and if you take a look at the video, you can just see all of the water up on the marina. That is not normal. We talked to the owners in the marina, and they said it was a really, really high tide. You can tell the docks are all underwater, and the boats had water inside them, so they had to go make sure everything was strapped well, that everything was going to stay on those docks, and then they had to pump out the water as well. Now, the other concern, as I mentioned, is the wind. The storm is blowing water from the Gulf onto the shore, which is why you see so much flooding there in the marina and why you're seeing flooding here as well. But we talked to the guy in charge of the marina, Dylan Butler, and he said there's not really much they can do.
There's not much to do. It's kind of we definitely want to, get some business going today, open up, make some money, do something. But as far as fishing-wise, this is probably the worst day of fishing you could possibly have to try to come out in this.
And it's not just a bad day for fishing here, it's a bad day for people who live in Myrtle Grove. You can just see as the minutes go by, the water is just rising up and up and up. And that's what we're seeing here from Myrtle Grove in Plaquemines Parish. We did see very heavy rain about a half an hour ago. The rain is coming back just slightly, but as you can see, the clouds behind me don't look too great. We might see some more rain here in this area, but the real concern here is going to be the coastal flooding and all of that wind pushing the water from the Gulf on shore into these people's homes. Reporting live from Myrtle Grove, Katie Steiner, Eyewitness News. Yeah, everybody knows it's so bad here. Just take a look here. We're in Lakeview. Look at this mess. And this is normal for drivers in the Lakeview area, really throughout the entire city of New Orleans. But this new study came out. It really taught us a couple of different things. So the study was done by the TRIP Research Group. They're a research group out of Washington, D.C. And here's what we learned. We learned that people here in New Orleans are paying $2,171 per driver in the city of New Orleans. That's per year. So what that money is going to is when we have to get our car fixed or our tires. I just had to get my bearings fixed. That's maintenance, crashes, also delays. Another couple of things that the study pointed out was in New Orleans, 2/3 of all of our major roads are considered mediocre or poor. 13% of all of our bridges are considered deficient, and Louisiana has the 7th highest fatality traffic rate in the entire country. So these are huge problems that we are dealing with every single day, and that trip told us that there's something we can do about it.
It'll take an increase in transportation funding at the local, state, and federal levels to make needed improvements to the transportation system that'll allow for roads and bridges that are safer, smoother, and more efficient, and that'll reduce that financial burden on drivers.
So if this study is something you're interested in, you can head to our website. We're going to post that there. Reporting live from Lakeview, Katie Steiner, Eyewitness News. Hey guys, well if you're like me, still have your Christmas tree, don't worry, you can still recycle it this week. There's a couple things you need to keep in mind though if you are going to be doing this. First of all, the parish is only going to be taking clean Christmas trees, so it can't be flocked, no painting, nothing like that. The other thing you need to keep in mind, make sure you take off all of those things you put on your tree for Christmas. That's going to be ornaments, tinsel, garland, and lights. You can see how this family did it. It's nice and clean. They did it the right way. So the other thing, they are only going to be accepting live Christmas trees. No artificial Christmas trees are going to be a part of this program. And there's two parishes that are doing this. The first one is here in Jefferson Parish, and also if you live in Orleans Parish, you can also be a part of this recycling program as well. And there's two different things that the parishes will be using your trees for. First, they might be chipping them and then using them for compost, or they could be sending them down to Lafitte where they could save the coastline on Louisiana. So take a look at the video of that process happening. It's actually really cool. You can see the parish use choppers to put the Christmas trees in the water. Here's how it works. The Christmas trees are put in to preserve the coastline, and those trees keep the silt in place and slow down the erosion process. They're going to be working on this project on this Saturday. So if you want to give back to your community, head on out and volunteer. You can meet at the Caceres Marina. That's near the town of Lafitte. You'll get a free lunch and you can save the coastline. We talked to Michael Lockwood with Jefferson Parish, and he said that volunteers are really key to this project.
The program couldn't happen without the volunteers. So we're very reliant on the volunteers.
So pretty easy, all you have to do is put out your Christmas tree with your trash can on your regularly scheduled trash day. Reporting live in Metairie, Katie Steiner, Eyewitness News. Good morning, Jade. Yeah, it's not too hard to find here in the downtown area, but if you've been seeing a lot more graffiti just like this in downtown, you are not alone. In fact, the DDD really wants to do something about it. They are going to be paying property owners who want to remove graffiti. They're going to pay up to $2,500, dollar by dollar, to help them take off that graffiti around the downtown area. So if you're a property owner in downtown, there's a couple of things that you need to do before you can get that refund. So first of all, you have to fill out the removal agreement on the DDD's website. Don't worry, we have that link on our website at wwltv.com. So the second thing you need to do here is make sure you give them a before picture so they can see what it looks like before it was tagged. There's a third thing you need to do here. You have to give them 2 quotes for that work to take off the graffiti from the outside of the building. And then the fourth thing you need to do is you need to fill out, you have to give them the W-2 form. So if you do those 4 things, then you should be able to get your money. And like any graffiti artist here, I guess I have to sign my work. But guys, the difference from my graffiti and the graffiti on the wall here is this is all removable. But if you want more information, just head to our website, wwltv.com. Reporting live from downtown, Katie Steiner, Eyewitness News. Good morning, guys. Well, those price increases, we're already starting to see them. So take a look. We're going to break down those numbers for you. So today, the average price that you will pay at the pump in New Orleans is $2.14. Compare that to 2 months ago. You were paying $1.90. Last February, look at this. We were paying $1.49. What experts think we're going to be paying in 2017, the average price is $1 more than that. So $2.49 for an average price in 2017. And the explanation is actually pretty simple. Take a look here. You can see the reason why we're going to be paying more is because OPEC decided to not produce as much oil, which means supply and demand is going to go down. And it's not just OPEC, it's also Russia and other exporters, other countries that export oil. So a lot of times, at least for the last 2 years, we've been seeing those prices go down each year. That is not the case for the next year. At least that's what experts are predicting for 2017. Reporting live in Metairie, Katie Steiner, Eyewitness News.
And I am so proud of Katie. She just always dives right in there. Hey, Katie.
Hey, Sheba, we are here with all of our, I think about 10 of our favorite friends here. Hi, guys. We're here at the Audubon Zoo, And we are here at the Cool Zoo. So I'm here with Brenda, and tell us a little bit about what we're doing and where we are.
Okay, we are in the Lazy River, which is the part 2 of Cool Zoo. And this is a place where you obviously have fun and you float around the river. So this is for the better swimmers, and in the front of Cool Zoo is where we have our splash pad.
Awesome. So how can people come out and enjoy this?
We're open 7 days a week now. And
Oh, we're going to get in a shower here. This might be a problem.
I mean, whoops.
Okay. Woo!
Hold on. So you can come into the Cool Zoo with you pay the zoo admission, and then there's an extra fee to come into the Cool Zoo, but it's well worth it. We've got cabanas right over there. We've got food and drink, and it's not just for kids, it's for grown-ups too.
Awesome. And since Memorial Day, you guys have been open 7 days a week. So how long have you guys been doing this Lazy River here?
The Lazy River, this will be our 3rd season, and we're very excited. It's one of my favorite places.
That's awesome. What's your favorite part about the whole thing?
I just like water. So being in the water, obviously I'm in the water in my clothes right now. So
Me too.
water's awesome.
Woo!
Whoa.
And we've got the kids right here making a splashes. They love it. And one of the really unique things about this is not only are the kids have to be in the rafts, but they can be swimming as well.
Right, they can swim, so they don't have to be in the raft. And the other thing that's really awesome is, as we float around, you'll see some emus. I mean, we're in the middle of a zoo.
Yeah.
Where do you get a water park in the middle of a zoo?
And talk more about the adult options, because obviously kids love this, but adults can also have a good time out here too.
Right, so right now, if the cameraman can get us, we're floating by some cabanas. So you can rent a cabana, you have coverage, you have your towels, you have somebody that can serve you drinks and food, and so a family can get together and have a space where to put everything and relax and just enjoy the great New Orleans summers.
Oh, that's so cool. This is such a fun idea. And so the kids that we're watching now here are part of your guys' camp.
That's right. So we have Zoo Camp. Zoo Camp started Tuesday, and part of Zoo Camp is Cool Zoo. So we know it's hot in the summer. That's why we built this Cool Zoo, and our campers get to appreciate it.
Does it get pretty packed around this area when it's a hot day?
It can get packed, but we have it set up so that there's plenty of space, and everybody seems to do fine with each other.
Oh, that is so cool. How many people can you fit in this area?
That's a good question. I'm not sure, but it's quite a few. Quite a few.
And guys, it takes about 5 to 7. Woo! Hopefully that doesn't happen to us. Takes about 5 to 7 minutes to get around the Lazy River. So this is a pretty awesome place here. I love being here. Maybe if the sun was out a little bit more, Dave, it would be nice. But gosh, it is absolutely gorgeous. We're going to send it back to you guys in the studio from the Cool Zoo in the Lazy River.
Katie, next time you leave the studio, you're taking me with you. That's too much fun. All right.